Good day and welcome. I'm Stefan with Trending Update USA, bringing you the latest update on Filipino tennis star Alexandra Eala as she gears up to lead Team Philippines in the upcoming Thailand SEA Games. The excitement across the Philippine sports community is at an all-time high as the nation's young tennis sensation prepares not only to represent the country but to serve as a leader and inspiration to her teammates. The SEA Games, a long-standing tradition of regional excellence, camaraderie, and sportsmanship, is set to begin soon in Bangkok, Thailand, and Eala's inclusion has already electrified fans who are eager to see how far she can carry the flag on one of Southeast Asia's biggest stages. Eala's journey to this point has been remarkable. From her early days training at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Spain to becoming a fixture on the WTA Tour, her growth has been nothing short of phenomenal. At only 19 years old, she has already achieved milestones that many athletes spend a lifetime chasing. Now, as she steps into the SEA Games spotlight, she does so with maturity, confidence, and an unwavering sense of national pride. The Philippines has long sought consistent tennis success in international competitions, and Eala's participation brings not just talent but renewed hope that the country can rise again as a regional powerhouse. The Thailand SEA Games are particularly significant for Filipino athletes this year. With a mix of veterans and young talents, Team Philippines is determined to improve upon its previous performance. For tennis, Eala's presence adds star power and credibility. Her experience on the international tour will be invaluable not just in singles matches but also in motivating her teammates. Sources close to the national team have reported that Eala is taking an active leadership role during preparations, setting the tone in practice sessions, and encouraging her fellow players to bring their best both on and off the court. Her professionalism, honed through years of exposure to elite competition, is something that inspires her peers. Eala's inclusion also reflects the growing importance of tennis in the country's sports program. The Philippines Tennis Association, recognizing her achievements, has rallied behind her leadership. The coaching staff has emphasized that her experience in high-pressure tournaments will be critical, especially when facing tough regional rivals such as Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam. These countries traditionally dominate in the tennis events of the SEA Games, but Eala's presence could tilt the balance. Her aggressive baseline play, mental toughness, and strategic mindset give the Philippines a legitimate shot at podium finishes. In a recent interview, Eala expressed both excitement and humility about representing the Philippines again. "It's always an honor to wear the flag," she said. "The SEA Games mean a lot to me because it's a chance to give back to the country and to compete with athletes who share the same love for their nations. My goal is to perform my best, help the team win, and make our country proud." Those words reflect not only her sense of duty but also her understanding of the broader meaning of sport, unity, pride, and resilience. Preparation for the SEA Games has been intense. The team has been training rigorously in Manila before flying to Thailand. Eala has been focusing on both singles and doubles practice, ensuring versatility in her role. Her doubles performance has been particularly impressive in recent months, and she is expected to partner with one of the country's emerging players in hopes of securing a medal. Her adaptability, whether playing from the baseline or at the net, gives the Philippines multiple strategic options. The coaching staff has been working closely with her to fine-tune game plans suited for Thailand's outdoor hard courts, which tend to favor aggressive, high-tempo players like Eala. Beyond her own matches, Eala's leadership within the team has been highly praised. Several younger players have spoken about how she mentors them on mental preparation, time management, and recovery routines, areas where professional experience makes a significant difference. It's rare for a teenager to assume such a prominent leadership role, but Eala's maturity shines through. Her approach to the game reflects discipline, humility, and respect for her peers, values that have made her a role model not just for Filipino tennis but for young athletes across Southeast Asia. The SEA Games tennis competition has always been fiercely contested. Host nation Thailand will be a strong favorite, boasting top-ranked players in the region and the advantage of home support. Indonesia and Vietnam, both traditional tennis powerhouses, have also fielded formidable teams. However, the Philippines has quietly emerged as a dark horse. With Eala at the helm, expectations have risen dramatically. She brings not only technical skill but also an understanding of what it takes to win at higher levels of competition. Her performances in the WTA Tour have toughened her mentally, teaching her how to handle momentum shifts, breakpoint pressure, and long rallies under the heat of competition. Those experiences will serve her well against the best of Southeast Asia. As Eala prepares for her first matches in Thailand, excitement is building at home. Fans, media outlets, and fellow athletes have flooded social media with messages of support. The hashtag #EalaForGold has already begun trending in the Philippines, reflecting the immense pride that her participation generates. Local sports analysts have highlighted that Eala's inclusion could mark a turning point for tennis visibility in the country, encouraging more youth participation and potentially inspiring greater government support for grassroots development. The ripple effect of her presence is already being felt in tennis academies and local clubs, where young players now train with renewed purpose, dreaming of following in her footsteps. For Eala, however, it's never just about individual success. She has repeatedly emphasized the importance of teamwork and national unity. Winning medals is always great, but what matters most is that we compete with integrity, represent our values, and support each other, she said in a recent press briefing. Those words capture the spirit of an athlete who understands the bigger picture. The SEA Games are not merely a sporting event, they are a celebration of regional friendship, culture, and pride. Her parents, both accomplished athletes themselves, have been pillars of support throughout her journey. They continue to remind her of the importance of staying grounded and focused amid growing fame. Eala often credits her family for instilling the values that have guided her career: discipline, respect, and humility. Those values are now shaping how she leads Team Philippines in Thailand. In interviews, she has shared how she hopes to encourage her teammates not to feel intimidated by rankings or reputations but instead to embrace the opportunity to compete freely and with confidence. The Philippines tennis program has undergone gradual improvement in recent years. The inclusion of international caliber players like Eala has accelerated the sport's development. Local tournaments have become more competitive, and sponsorships are beginning to increase. Eala's participation in global tournaments has also opened doors for future Filipino players to train and compete abroad. As for Eala's potential medal chances, experts predict she could go deep in both singles and doubles draws. Her game style, characterized by heavy topspin forehands, precise backhands, and intelligent shot placement, gives her an edge on hard courts. Her serve has also improved, making her more aggressive in holding service games. Combined with her growing physical strength and on-court maturity, Eala is expected to be one of the standout players of the tournament. The Philippine delegation, meanwhile, is counting on Eala's success to boost the country's overall medal tally. The tennis competition usually awards multiple medals across singles, doubles, and team categories, giving the nation several shots at glory. Team officials are confident that with Eala leading the charge, the country can break its long medal drought in tennis. Beyond medals and rankings, Eala's participation carries emotional weight. For Filipinos around the world, she represents hope, proof that a young athlete from Southeast Asia can compete at the highest levels of global sport. Her story transcends tennis. It's about perseverance, ambition, and national pride. Every time she steps onto the court, she carries not just her racket but the aspirations of millions of fans who see her as a symbol of what's possible. In Thailand, the spotlight will be on her. The local media has already picked up her story, acknowledging her as one of the players to watch. International tennis observers are also taking note, curious to see how a rising WTA player performs in a multi-sport event where national pride takes center stage. This exposure is invaluable. It allows Eala to grow her fan base, gain experience in team settings, and strengthen her competitive mindset ahead of future WTA tournaments. As the countdown to the SEA Games begins, Eala remains focused on preparation. Training sessions have been intense, but she balances hard work with a positive mindset. Her coaches emphasize recovery, nutrition, and mental conditioning to ensure she remains fresh throughout the competition. Her schedule is tightly managed, allowing her to stay at peak form while also spending time bonding with teammates. That unity, she believes, is key to success in a team-oriented environment like the SEA Games. Eala's message to Filipino fans has been simple yet powerful. Keep believing in us. We'll give our best for the country. Those words resonate deeply across social media platforms, radio interviews, and television coverage. Her humility and sincerity continue to endear her to fans of all ages. Whether she wins gold or not, her leadership and passion have already made her a champion in the eyes of many. The tennis community in Southeast Asia is closely watching her progress, with coaches and players from rival nations acknowledging her talent. Thailand's head coach, in a pre-tournament statement, even noted that Eala is the kind of player who can change the dynamic of a match instantly. Such respect from opponents underscores the level of recognition she now enjoys across the region. As she takes to the court in Thailand, Eala carries with her not just skill but purpose. Her journey is a reminder that excellence requires sacrifice, courage, and vision. Representing the Philippines at the SEA Games is more than just another tournament for her. It's a fulfillment of a dream that began years ago with a young girl swinging a racket under the hot Manila sun. Now, that girl stands tall among the region's best, ready to lead, inspire, and make history once again. I'm Stefan with Trending Update USA, and this has been your in-depth look at Eala's quest to lead Team Philippines at the Thailand SEA Games. Stay tuned as we bring you live updates, post-match analysis, and the latest sports headlines from around the world. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, keep believing in the power of sports to unite and inspire.